Hello, good morning students. Hope all of you are well. Today for class 7 I am going to explain your first chapter, physical quantities and measurement. So what is the chapter? Physical quantities and measurement. Before going to start the chapter, we have 3 units. So this chapter is divided into 3 parts. First part we have in our unit 1 section, we have area and its measurement. So this particular term area, you already familiar with the term area. So before we going to know about area, what is given in our book as a definition of area? The amount of surface occupied by an object or a place is called its area. So what does it explain? The amount of surface occupied by an object, that is called area. In our book, next has given units of area. Units of area. So everything has unit. So like that, area has also unit. As we know, we are following the SI system, Standard International System. Standard International System, that is called SI system. So in SI system, unit of area is square meter, or you can say in notation meter square. You can say it meter square. For example, if you consider this particular figure naming A, B, C, D, if you take this length of AB equal to 1 meter and length of AD equal to 1 meter, so what will be the area? You know the formula of the area is, or you already know, you have learned already, length into breadth. So here length is 1 meter and breadth is 1 meter. So its area will be, it will be multiplied and the area will be 1 into 1 equal to 1 meter square. So that's why it is written area is 1 meter square. And here in this figure, AB, BC, CD, DA. So it's a, all the sides are equal. So that's why I have taken AB equal to 1 meter and AD equal to 1 meter. You can consider other 2 sides also, you will get the same result. So now we can say that the area of the surface here, the area of the surface, that is the enclosed by A, B, C, D, its area will be 1 meter square. Now if you consider about the submultiple, if you consider the submultiple unit of area, so it becomes square meter is the standard unit of SI, standard unit or the SI unit of area. So what will be the smaller unit? Square millimeter, square centimeter, square decimeter. These are the submultiples of standard unit of area. So what are the submultiples? Square millimeter, square centimeter and square decimeter. And here also deductions has given. I am just telling some of you, like 1 millimeter square equal to 10 to the power minus 2 centimeter square is equal to 10 to the power minus 4 decimeter square is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 meter square. So these deductions are very important. Please go through this. Next we have multiples of standard unit of area. What are the multiples? So if we measure for bigger areas, for example area of a big plot of land, area of a city, town, square meter is very small, you know that. So in this case for bigger units, that is called multiples, bigger units will use acre, hectare, square kilometer. You have heard about the term already. So what are the terms? Acre, hectare, square kilometer are used. So 1 acre equal to 100 meter square. Then you can say 1 hectare equal to 10 to the power 4 meter square, or inversely if you say 1 meter square equal to 10 to the power minus 4 hectare. So these are the, for bigger unit, the multiples of area. Next we have here one example is given for bigger areas such as area of a district or state or a country. Even hectare is also very small. If we consider about the area of a state, hectare or country, so hectare is also it is small and it is not convenient. So in this case we use square kilometer. In this case we will use square kilometer. So 1 square kilometer or kilometer square, in short notation you can say, is the surface of the area, surface area of a square whose each side is equal to 1 kilometer. So 1 kilometer square equal to, we can say, 1000 meter into 1000 meter. Then 1 kilometer square equal to 100 hectare equal to 10 to the power 4 acre. So these are very important. Please go through this. Next we have some regular surfaces and their formulas. Few of them you have already learned. Still I am explaining. Square. What is the area of a square? Side into side. Here they take as a value of a. You can take the value, then you can calculate. Similarly, in area of a rectangle, length into breadth. Area of a triangle, half into base into altitude or height, you can say. Area of a circle, pi r square. You know that r is the radius and pi, the value of pi already has given 22/7, or sometimes it will be given 3.1416. Area of a cylinder, 2 pi r h. 2 pi into radius into height. 2 pi into radius into height. Next we have area of a sphere, 4 pi r square. 4 into pi into r square. R stands for here radius. So these formulas are very important. Please go through it. And these are the basic regular surfaces. These surfaces we will learn and we try to remember the area of the following regular surfaces. Now next thing what we have, measurement of area of an irregular flat surface. So if we have any irregular flat surface, then how to measure? Here one of the experiment is given. Now I just read and explain it. So suppose we will take a big leaf, for example people leaf or banana leaf. Then what we have to do? Place the leaf on the centimeter graph paper. This is a centimeter graph paper, you can see. This is a centimeter graph paper, you can see. Here we are placing the leaf, particular leaf. Then with the help of a sharp pencil mark the outline. Now with the help of a sharp pencil we are making the outline of the leaf. Now next thing what you have to do? Count the complete squares. Here you can see some squares are there. It is already complete. It means complete square. We will count the complete square. Here in this figure there are number of complete squares. You are seeing here. It is 27, I think. Sorry, number of complete squares, yes, 23. Number of complete squares here 23. And also please count that number of incomplete squares, and to identify the incomplete squares put a tick and then count them. So after counting here the data is written, number of incomplete squares is 27. So how many total number of squares that containing the leaf? Number of squares, complete squares 23. So and number of incomplete square 27. So incomplete squares are half or more than half, so that's why it is divided by 2. After dividing that by 2, we'll get 13.5. So 23 plus 13.5, after adding we'll get 36.5. So number of squares is 36.5. So each square's area is 1 centimeter square. So 36.5 into 1 centimeter square, it becomes 36.5 centimeter square. So this way we can find out the area of an irregular flat surface. Now next, here one note has given. For finding the area of smaller leaves, we can use millimeter graph paper. I think you have seen millimeter graph paper. For finding the smaller leaves, we'll find the millimeter graph paper. In this graph paper, area of such small squares is equal to 1 millimeter square. Like here, the area of squares is 1 centimeter squares, but if we use the millimeters graph paper, the area of small square is equal to 1 millimeter square. Okay, so this way we can find out the area of small leaves of irregular shape. So by the following method, we can measure the area of irregular flat surface. We can use also by using centimeter graph paper for bigger leaves, for smaller leaves millimeter graph paper. Next, in our unit 2 section, we have volume and its measurement. So before going to start the chapter or the particular unit, we need to know what is volume. The space occupied by a substance. So the space occupied by a substance, it can be solid, it can be liquid, it can be gas, is called volume. So here one diagram is given in our book, the diagram of a cube, and as you know, volume stands for length, breadth and height. So length, breadth and height already given. So according to that picture, volume of a cube, we have taken the side of a cube is 1 meter. So what will be the volume? It comes length into breadth into height. So its volume become 1 meter cube. So as like area, volume has also its unit. So what is the standard unit or the SI unit of volume is cubic meter or meter cube. You can say meter cube, cubic meter, or you can say meter cube. So in case of volume also sub-multiples also there. So cubic meter is a very inconvenient unit for small volume. If we consider for small volume, if we want to find out the small volume, for example volume of a matchbox, we cannot use centimeter. So it is not that much convenient, it is inconvenient. So or if we consider the volume of glass full of water, so in this case we will use the smaller unit, that is called cubic centimeter or centimeter cube, cubic centimeter or centimeter cube. So especially submultiples are used for smaller volumes, so measuring small volumes. Now next, what is given in our book? Measurement of volume of a regular glass slab, a regular body. So given, suppose you have to find out the volume of a regular slab of length given, breadth also given, height also given. So you know that how to find out the volume. Length given 3 cm, breadth given 2 cm, height given 2 cm. So you know that to find out the volume, we have to multiply these three things, length into breadth into height. So it becomes 12 and the unit will be centimeter cube. So in this way we can say that the formula of volume, length into breadth into height. Now we have some regular bodies. This regular body's volume you should also remember. First of all, we have volume of a cube. We already said length into breadth into height, or you can say L cube in short. Volume of a cuboid. Same thing, length into breadth into height, or L into B into H. Volume of a cylinder, pi r square H. So pi value, it should be given, sometimes given 22/7, or you can use also according to question 3.1416. Radius, R for radius, H for height. Volume of a sphere, 4/3 pi r cube. 4/3 into pi, value is 22/7 or 3.1416, and r cube means is a radius. Volume of a cone, 1/3 pi r square H. So 1/3 pi r square H. These formulas are very important to remember. Please remember it. Now they have given, I am explaining one of the few questions. What is given? A container in the form of a cube, each side having 4 meter. What is the volume? So in case of a cube, all the sides are equal. So that's why 4, it is written each side equal to 4 meter. That's why we can easily find out the volume. It is written already length cube. So side into side into side, or side cube or length cube. So it will be 4 cube. So it will be 64 meter cube. And your unit always be meter cube. Please remember it. Then few numericals also given to find out the volume of a cylinder, to find out the volume of a sphere. Same way we can find out. In number 4 question, diameter has given. So how to find out the radius? We know d/2. So we can get the radius easily. Then we have put the volume 4/3 pi r cube, 4/3 into 22/7, and r cube means 21 into 21 into 21. And after the calculation we put the value, what value has come, and the unit will be what is given, centimeter cube or meter cube. And during the calculation you should be very careful. Now next thing is given, measurement of volume of liquid. So volume of liquid is generally measured in liters. We know that in case of a liquid, if you measure the volume, its unit will be liter or L. For submultiple, for smaller units, we'll use milliliter, or you can write ml. So you know that 1 liter equal to 1000 ml, and 1 liter equal to 1000 ml is equal to 1000 cc. Cc means, cc stands for cubic centimeter or centimeter cube. Cc or centimeter cube both are same. And 1 meter cube equal to, written 1,000,000 centimeter cube is equal to 1000 liter. So 1 meter cube equal to 1000 liter. Now here one important term is given, capacity. Capacity means the volume of a liquid is measured using a container is known as capacity. So the liquid is measured. If we measure the volume of a liquid, by the time if you use a container, it is known as the capacity. The space, that means the volume inside the container, is known as capacity. So it depends on the container what it is space, and based on that we will get the volume, that is called its capacity. So students, for your first chapter, I made this video up to this much, up to page number 16. In your next video, you will get the remaining of the first chapter. Please go through the chapter very seriously. If you have any doubt, any query, please inform me. I hope this video will help you to understand the particular chapter. Please read the chapter thoroughly, do the maths or do the numericals. If you have any query, any doubt, please contact me or ask me. Thank you very much.